Hello, so I think I'm live. Let me just get my phone up. Let me just check. If you're watching, if you're excited for this evening, make sure you press that like button, that love heart button. What that'll do is that will notify other people as well that we've gone live. It will mean that Facebook will start sharing this, and you're going to want to share tonight. Genuinely, I am super excited. This is going to be probably the best live stream that we have done in the group. So let me just check that we've gone live in the group. Bear with me. Awesome, and we're live. Let me just put that night. So tonight, the reason I'm super excited. So again, as I was saying, if you are watching live, press that like button, press the love heart button. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know that you're as excited as I am for this evening. So this evening, I'm really, really excited because what we're going to do today, or what we're going to do tonight, is we're going to cover what I believe and what many of our clients believe to be the most important aspect, not only when it comes to weight loss, but when it comes to health, fitness, basically achieving your goals. And if you get tonight right, this is the key to not continually losing 4, 5, 10, 15 pounds and regaining it all. This is the key to keeping the weight off for good. This is the key to long-lasting, sustainable results. This is the key to feeling confident, to rediscovering that woman that you maybe were 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. That vibrant, confident woman that you feel like maybe you're not anymore. Tonight is going to be amazing. So if you're excited, if you're anywhere near as excited as I am, press that like button, press that love heart button. If you're watching on replay, make sure you engage with this. It's going to be awesome. The more you engage, the more you give, the more you're going to get out of it. Say hello in the comments so I can see we've got Gina, we've got Karen. There's a couple of people jumping on live now. So Gina, Karen, start pressing that like button, pressing that love heart button. It's going to start alerting other people that we've gone live. This is getting started. And without further ado, let's get stuck into it. So tonight, what you're going to see is I have got some awesome stuff. So as you can see, I've been playing around with my technology a little bit. There might be a few problems, a few hiccups, so bear with me. But I thought this would enhance your experience and improve these Monday night live streams. So it looks a little bit fancy, right? So even if you're not excited, which I think you will be, even if you're not excited for tonight, start pressing that like button, that love heart button, just to show me that you appreciate the effort I've gone to improve the quality of these live streams. So tonight we're going to look at pillar 3. So if you don't know already, we have our unique method. It's called the Revive method. And this is helping our clients lose 20 pounds within 12 weeks. We've seen lots and lots of women achieve this without having to give up any of the foods they love, without having to do endless hours of exercise, without having to starve themselves thin. No pills, no shakes, no gimmicks. And tonight we're going to look at one pillar. So within that Revive method, there are 3 key pillars. We've already covered 2 of them. You can find that in the guide section. So if you're watching this and you want to see pillar 1 and you want to see pillar 2, comment pillar 1, comment pillar 2, and I will tag you in those trainings. So make sure that you comment pillar 1 or pillar 2 if you've missed those and you want to see those. Tonight though, this is the key missing piece of the jigsaw. Honestly, this is what Sarah was talking about last week. It's probably the most important part of the journey. And I'm going to go into some real detail. In fact, I'm going to be really pulling that curtain back tonight and showing you exactly how we help our clients do this. So first of all, the reason that 90% of diets fail is because they don't cover this stuff. The stuff I'm going to cover tonight is the reason why 90% of programs and diets fail. Now, this statistic comes from research. This actually comes from scientific research studies. And I'm going to go into this in a lot more detail tonight. But before I get into it, tonight I'm just going to quickly go through what we're going to break down. Okay, so tonight we're going to break down how you can obtain amazing results that your friends, family, colleagues can't stop quizzing you about, how you achieved it. So I know that lots of our clients that are working with us, when they go back into the real world, when they go back to work, people are going to start asking them, like, you look amazing. How have you done that? In fact, we've had women in the last week or two already see people out and about and people go, wow, you look amazing. You've lost weight. And tonight I'm going to show you exactly how they're doing that and how they're keeping the weight off, because now I'm getting messages from women that haven't worked with us for 3 months, 6 months, even 3 years, that have lost more weight on their own. Not just maintained, but lost more weight. And tonight we're going to break down how you can create endless motivation. Okay, so you don't have to force yourself into this, so that actually it's as easy as possible. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's certainly easier than most programs out there. And we're going to break down how to crush that negative self-talk and stop sabotaging your progress. So if any of this is stuff you're looking forward to and you're excited for tonight, throw me a hell yes in the comments. Start pressing that like button. Start pressing that love heart button. If you're on the replay, engage. Throw me a hell yes. Let's get stuck into this. Got a couple more things to go through very, very quickly. So first of all, before we get started, does this sound familiar? So put yes, this is me, if any of these sound like you right now. So are you frustrated, sick of starting again every single Monday? And it might not be Monday. It might just be, oh, I'm going to start again next week. I'm going to be starting again next month. Yo-yo dieting, losing 5, 10, 15 pounds and regaining it all over and over. And you want something that can actually fit you and your lifestyle. If you're impatient, if you're inconsistent, you lose a couple of pounds 1 week, then nothing, then you gain weight and your weight is all over the place and you end up hopping from one diet to the next. If this sounds like you, let me know. Say, that's me. So comment in the comments. Let me know if any of these sound familiar. It might be one of these, it might be 2 of these, it might be all 3 of these, but let me know that I'm talking to the right people. Let me know if you're feeling deeply unhappy with maybe the way you look, maybe the way you feel and look naked, maybe you're sick of feeling sluggish, lethargic, hiding underneath baggy clothing. In fact, there's some women I speak to and actually they're kind of glad that there's been a lockdown because they don't want people to see them and actually they feel anxious about that. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. Say, that's me. Because you're not alone. And actually by commenting, you're going to show other women that watch this. And we do typically get like a few hundred people watch this. It's going to let other women know that they're not alone. It's going to let them know that they're not feeling isolated, that other people are sharing those exact same feelings. So let us know, say, that's me in the comments. So if you don't know me already, if this is your first live stream, if this is your first masterclass, my name's Adam. I'm a sports scientist. I'm a qualified nutritionist. I'm a qualified teacher. I've got 12 years teaching experience. I'm a coach. I've coached various different things. And I'm the owner and founder of ARC. And every single Monday without fail, I am here going live, giving value. And tonight is going to be massive. I'm going to be peeling back the curtain behind the key things which are actually going to lead to lifelong sustainable results. So every single week I'm providing a ton of value in this group, and me and my team are helping women, our private clients, achieve some life-changing results. In fact, next Monday we've got Jo coming live into the group to talk about her progress so far. She's not finished yet, so it's going to be interesting to hear from someone that's actually still in the program, and she's got some incredible results. So I'm really looking forward to her sharing that story. So let me just look at the comments before we move on. I can see Shelley has already said that's me. Gina, sounds familiar. So if there's any other women that are watching this and anything I've said so far really resonates with you, say that's me. And it just shows other people that are watching this that they're not alone. So, by the way, it's a little bit of a slow thing. So as you can see, these are the kind of results that we're helping women achieve. So you got Keris, like absolutely sculpted her body. Natalie, this picture on the right is 3 years after she finished working with us. This is Sean. Natalie's lost 40 pounds and now maintained for 6 months without any coaching. This was done within 5 weeks. One of our latest clients, Michelle. So you can see this is just a small sample of the kind of results that we are helping our clients get. To show you that we are helping all kinds of women struggling with menopause that think they've got a slow metabolism. Now, I want you to start imagining having the tools, like the whole toolbox, not only to drop 20 pounds or more, because we've had women that we've helped lose 40, 50, even 70 pounds. But imagine having a whole toolbox that you never, ever have to diet again. This is something I'm super proud of. Women that finish working with us, They don't come back. We don't have repeat customers. This isn't a diet club. Okay, this is a coaching program. And the women we work with don't then go to diets. We have had 0 clients that have gone and done a diet club, gone back to a diet after working with us because of all of the stuff that we give them when they're working with us. So the good news is, it doesn't matter what you've tried in the past. Genuinely, it doesn't matter how many diets you've done. It doesn't matter what diets you've done, whether you've been part of the diet club. It does not matter in the past. And it does not matter how many times you failed. All of those success stories you see, all of the women that you see us work with, they come to us after that. We're not working with women that have found weight loss easy. We're not working with women that are confident and have everything in place. Of course, we have women that are like that, but actually a lot of the women that come to work with us have struggled their weight for 10, 20, 30 years. They feel unhappy, they feel lost, they feel stuck. They want to really improve their health and take control of their health. And if that's you, you don't have to feel like a failure. You don't have to feel like nothing's going to work for you, because that's not the case. And here's the problem. The problem is traditional diets and traditional programs. And I'm going to highlight exactly why tonight. So this is taken from Science Daily, and this is taken from lots and lots of research studies. So 90% of diets and weight loss programs don't take into account the key psychological and emotional aspects of weight loss. And these are absolutely huge. So this is the mindset part, which is why we call this Rediscover and Rewire, because we're helping women that have prioritized their job, their career. You know, they're in these highly demanding, successful jobs. They've prioritized their family, their kids. They prioritized everyone else around them, and they've woken up and they've realized that they're no longer who they really want to be. They're no longer that confident person. They're unhappy with how they look naked. They're hiding themselves under clothes. They're not prioritizing themselves, but they know they have to do something about that. That's the kind of women we're helping, and this aspect tonight we're going to cover is absolutely key. I can see you got a few likes for that part. So here's the problem with most programs. Okay, most programs, whether it's personal trainer giving you a meal plan, focusing on your training, whether it's the diet club, the diet, most programs focus on your weight. Now, your weight is a symptom. Imagine a tree with roots. Focusing on the weight is like pruning the leaves, pruning the tree, when actually the real reason that you haven't got the long-lasting sustainable results is those roots. It's the deeper lying reasons. And we're going to talk about this tonight. And we're going to talk about mindset. We're going to talk about the things that actually cause that long-lasting impact. So most diets, and the way I like to explain, especially being a teacher, most diets, it's like giving you a like the answer sheet for an exam. So think back to when you're at school. You know, you might have an exam coming up and one of your friends has found the answer sheet, or you've somehow found it or got hold of it. Awesome. For that test, for that particular occasion, you've got the answers and you're going to get results. So it's like your diet saying, right, follow this. And for the time being, awesome. But you don't understand how, and you don't understand why. And you can't deal and cope with different situations, circumstances, because you don't understand the how, the what, the why. So it's like getting that answer sheet for that one test. But then what happens when you leave school and you go into the real world and you've got to fend for yourself? What happens for the next test next week and you don't have the answer sheet? They don't equip you because they just tackle the symptom. Or another way for me to explain it, by the way, if you're liking the analogy, throw me a love heart, just so I know that this is making sense. Another analogy I like to use is the diets, the diet plans, the diet clubs. It's like being on a bicycle with stabilizers. Awesome. Can ride the bike, no problem. But then as soon as you've finished or left the diet club or left the diet, those stabilizers are off. And what's going to happen? Again, because you don't know the what, the why, the how, there's no understanding, and you just think, oh, it worked. I just followed it and it worked, without really knowing, truly knowing how or why. Stabilizers come off, bang, fall off the bike. What we do is we give the women we work with the tools to be able to ride the bike without the stabilizers. Yes, we start with the stabilizers and we take things step by step, but we get you to a point where you don't need the stabilizers anymore. We give you the principles and the understanding so that it's not just the one test, it's all the tests of life that you can overcome. So if you're liking those analogies, I hope you like it. And by the way, I hope you're loving this setup for tonight. If you are, press that love heart button. So think about it. When you really, really think about it, I've already explained to you that the way to lose weight is to consume less calories than you expend. Okay, and if it was that easy and that simple, we wouldn't have an obesity epidemic. Like more than a third of the population are obese, nearly half of the population are overweight. And when you think about it, calorie calculators are free. Okay, you can get tracking apps like MyFitnessPal for free. You can get an abundance of recipes on the BBC Good Food for free. You can get calorie portion recipes on the Good Food website for free. Meal plans you can buy one for like £10, or you can get them, you might be able to find one on the internet for free. A lot of stuff that tackles the symptom, which is your weight, you can get for free. You can get home workouts on YouTube. You can get training programs on the internet for next to nothing. All of these things are free. And those cheaper diet club, cheaper options provide solutions for the symptom, your weight. And essentially are giving you stuff that you can gain access for pretty much nothing. For pretty much free. So straight away, that should tell you that those things are not the answer solely on their own. Hopefully I'm starting to paint a picture for you now that they are not the solution. Or in fact, the more important thing I want to point out to you is you're not the failure. These programs, these diets, this traditional dieting model has failed you. And that's probably why you're in this group. That's probably why you're here tonight, because you want a different way. Now, I hear this all the time. It worked before, or it worked. If you've lost the weight and regained it over and over and over and over again, to me, that doesn't mean it's worked. That's like saying someone's put chewing gum over a leaking pipe. That's fixed it for a couple of weeks, but that pipe's going to start leaking again. If that's what worked is, then you're going to keep on doing that over and over again. In fact, the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over again without a different outcome. What you need to ask yourself is, do you understand, as a result of doing that diet, as a result of going to the diet club, do you understand the hows, the whys, the whats? If you do, awesome. You should be equipped to do it on your own for life. If you feel you need to be at that diet club like for years on end, or you need to keep going back, it's not giving you those tools. So you've got to answer yourself these difficult questions. And I'm asking these difficult questions because I want to help you. And I want to show you that there is a different way, that you don't need to be going to this, doing this thing over and over and over again. And the next thing I hear is, I just need motivation. I know what to do. I'm going to ask you this, really? First of all, is motivation dependable? I do not wake up every day motivated. And that's for my fitness, that's for my job, for anything. Like, yes, there are periods where I'm really motivated. And there are periods where actually I don't want to do anything. And the same with my diet, same with food. And I've never worked with one client that wakes up every single day. I'm motivated, I'm going to do this. And let's be honest, most people that are trying to lose weight within this group, it's going to take a minimum, absolute minimum 3 months. Most women, it will take at least 6 months to get to their goal. So if that's the case, are you going to be motivated every day for 6 months? Are you going to be motivated every day for a year? And really think about it. If you look at all our client success stories, the results we're helping women achieve, were they really unmotivated? Do you think, we've had Sue that was like pre-diabetic, close to a gastric band. We've got Diane who's come off her blood pressure medication. Were they really unmotivated before and all we did was give them motivation? Yes, motivation can play a role, but I'm going to show you tonight, 1, how to create endless motivation, and 2, why actually it's not really that important. It's certainly not dependable. So if you're still with me, okay, if this is making sense, just let me know, makes sense. Just put a makes sense in the comments. tech can be a little bit slow. So as I'm going to say, there is a different way, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So we're just going to talk about pillar 3. So first of all, what I want you to start thinking about is imagine crushing self-sabotage. Imagine doing it less and less and less till you get to a point where you no longer self-sabotage. Because a lot of the women I speak to, that's one of their big problems. In fact, if self-sabotage is one of your big problems, comment self-sabotage. Imagine knowing exactly what to do and being in full control. Being in control of what you eat, whether you lose weight or not, what you eat, what you drink. Like, imagine being in control, like these women. So on the left, we've got Natalie. So picture on the left is when she first started with us. When we worked first, we helped her lose 20 pounds. That picture on the right was not the end product. That was not 20 pounds. This is 3 years after working with us. So everything that we gave her, all of the tools that we gave her, she transformed her body. She only worked with us for a short period of time. She transformed her body from that to that on her own after working with us. This is Natalie in the middle. On the left, when she first started, she was calorie counting, meticulously calorie counting, and could not understand why nothing was happening. Came and worked with us. She's dropped 40 pounds, and she did that within 6 months. And for the last 6 months has maintained without any coaching. She's still part of our community, still part of our group because she loves being part of it. And, you know, she's found so much value out of it. But rarely ever does she have to ask for help, guidance. If ever, I can't remember the last time. She's maintained now for 6 months. Kept that weight off, no problem at all. And we've got Ange on the left. She's very lucky, never really dieted before working with us. Within 12 weeks, she dropped 2 dress sizes. She's now dropped 3 dress sizes. She's now a size 10 or a size 8. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Ange. And she's done this within 6 months. And again, has maintained for 6 months. Another woman that's just stayed part of our community, doesn't receive any coaching anymore because she understands what to do. And I'm sure her and Natalie, like the other Natalie before, will end up going their own way soon. I'll be sad to see them go, but they're more than ready because they haven't had that coaching anymore. They're achieving these results. They're maintaining these results on their own because they have the understanding, the knowledge, all of the tools to do so. And that's our goal. Our goal is to make sure that you leave us knowing what to do. Just to highlight that, I had Joe last week, an ex-client of mine, has now hit her goal after leaving us. She didn't hit her goal when she was with us. She lost a good amount of weight, didn't quite get there, has left us, and with the tools we armed her with, no more diets, no more diet club, no liposuction, which she was considering, which would have cost her about $4,000. And she's now hit her goal. And the list of examples goes on and on and on. So tonight, I'm going to introduce you to pillar 3, rediscover and revive. Before I put it out there, before we get into this, I want to make sure that you're as excited as I am about this. And I want to see pillar 3 in the comments. If I see enough pillar 3s in there, we're going to get into it. I want to get into this quick, so throw me a pillar 3 in the comments and we'll get started. Just going to have a little look at the comments while I wait and see. So I can see, Carol's used to self-sabotage, Gina, Shelley. So I can see there's some women really engaged with this. So if you're watching on replay, engage with this. Honestly, you're going to get so much more out of this by giving, by commenting. You're going to really, really find that you get more out of it. So as soon as I get that first pillar 3, we're going to get straight into this. I'm really, really excited for tonight to share all of this, kind of peel back that curtain. Brilliant. Awesome, Anita. So there is a bit of a delay when I kind of move to the next screen. So just bear with me. It's not me building suspense. Oh, don't say it's going to freeze. There we go. So the first thing I want you to understand is this. Human beings always act and feel and perform in accordance with what they imagine to be true about themselves and the environment. So essentially, how you talk to yourself, what you think about yourself is going to have a massive impact on actually how you act and what you do. So one of the things that we find is a lot of women, before they come to us, they speak to themselves pretty poorly. And they tell themselves that they're fat. They tell themselves that they're useless, that they're lazy, that they're greedy. And all of these things that you're telling yourself will only lead to you acting them out. And this is called self-fulfilling prophecy. Essentially, whether you think you can or can't, either way, you're right. So when I speak to some women on calls that, you know, are considering working with us, and they say, oh, well, I'd like to lose this much, but I'm not sure I can. You can achieve any goal you want. We had Mary that started with us before Christmas. She set a goal. She smashed through that goal. She didn't think it was possible. Her waist is now as small as it was when she was in her 20s. I've worked with women that have got back into their wedding dresses after having children without being able to do as much exercise. Whatever your goal is, you've got to have the belief that you can get there. And this is that self-fulfilling prophecy. But it also leads to how you talk about yourself, what you think about yourself. All of these things are really, really important, because how you think about yourself, your self-belief, your confidence is going to come out in how you act, in the actions that you take. So the first thing we do, or we try to do throughout the program, and you can do, is you need to see your true potential. And let me explain how this works. So when the next screen comes up. So imagine if you think you've got small potential, okay? You're going to take small action. That's going to lead to small results, and that's going to reinforce this belief that you're not capable of getting to your goals. Conversely, we try and increase your belief and show you what's truly possible so that you feel you've got this massive potential, and you take big action so that you get those big results, and it reinforces the belief that you can reach your end goal. And you've got to do this if you really want to get to your end goal. You have to believe that you have the potential to get there. And I'm going to show you, before we finish tonight, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we do with our clients that can help you to do that. And think about it. So go back to this motivation thing. A lot of women will say, in fact, if you believe that motivation is one of the things holding you back, or you used to believe that, comment motivation. But what I want you to think about is, why does your motivation disappear? Because there's a reason. It's not that you're unmotivated. It's not that motivation is the issue. There are reasons behind you losing your motivation. So if you're highly stressed, if you've got this other stuff going on, you're going to be prioritizing the things that are more important or causing you that stress. If you're struggling for time, it's not that you're unmotivated. It's you not prioritizing your time. It might be that your emotions are leading you to comfort eat. That's not anything to do with your motivation. It doesn't matter how motivated you are to avoid this kind of eating habits that you've ingrained for the last 20 years. They're not going to change that. They're not going to change your emotional eating. Cravings and appetite are regulated by sleep, by hormones in the body that motivation cannot change. It doesn't matter how motivated you are if you have got cravings and appetite through the roof because of various factors going on in your life. Most people are motivated. Most people want to lose weight. It's not the motivation is issue. It's because of these other factors that influence your psychology, that influence like what's a priority, that influences your physiological responses of your body that are potentially making it harder for you. So I'm going to go into that in a little bit more detail. Sorry, just bear with me. There we go. So the biggest problem and the biggest reason why people don't get to their goal and keep the weight off is consistency. Now, what you have to ask yourself is, what's stopping you being consistent? So this is what I mean about getting to the root. We can give you the best meal plan in the world. We can give you the best diet in the world. We can show you how to eat chocolate, pizza, drink wine, all of those things, which our clients do. We can give you all of that. But actually, if you can't be consistent because you struggle with emotional eating, because you struggle with cravings, because you struggle changing your habits, because you have got a lot of stress, because there are loads of other things going on in your life right now, because you're not prioritizing your time correctly. If you do not solve the things which are stopping you being consistent with the food, Doesn't matter. And this is why the majority of the traditional diets, the traditional programs haven't served you. You are not the failure. They have failed you. So if you're liking this, if this is starting to show you a different way and you're feeling like, yes, this is the missing pieces of the puzzle for me, press that like button, press that love heart button. Even if you're watching on replay, remember, engage with it. So what do we do? So this is where I'm going to really pull back the curtain, and I'm going to go through some of the strategies, some of the things that we use with our clients to help them with all of this stuff. So first of all, we work on your self-belief, we work on your mindset. We start to have you picture the person you want to be and then build the actions and habits that means. So we do something that's called the 5 whys. So most women I speak to will talk about how they want to lose weight because they want to feel more comfortable. They want to get into a certain size clothes. Awesome. That's your first why. Dig deeper, because that's not the real reason. That's not the real reason you want to lose weight. Your weight is a symptom. There is something else. There is more important reason, something deep down inside you, which is causing you maybe not to be happy, that you want to change. And you've got to get deeper. Go past that surface level why. Go 5 whys and find out what's really behind why you want to lose weight. And you're going to start to find actually you've got more motivation. The second thing we do with our clients is we get them to write a self-doctrine. So this is the person I want to be. This is how I picture myself. And they write this out. And writing this out, the action of doing this, thinking about this, starts to paint this picture in the head of who they want to be and what that person does, what habits they need to change. And this is the start of the process. And we educate. So we educate them on why they are doing what they are doing and what to do in a step-by-step process. And all of these things slowly shifts their mindset. So we shift in their mindset around dieting, shifting their mindset around food, shifting their mindset around themselves. And as Sarah said last week, this stuff for her is the difference. This is why she's lost, probably 40 pounds more, and she's keeping it off without a problem. She turned around the other week and was like, yeah, I might try and lose a couple more pounds soon. Imagine being in a position where you go, yeah, I've lost 40 pounds. And do you know what? I might lose a couple more pounds soon. Like having that kind of level of control. Like, comment me in the comments if you would love to have that kind of knowledge and power to be able to say, yeah, I want to lose a bit more weight. And what we do differently to most other programs is you're not just chucked into a group. You're not just like one of many. We work one-to-one because we want to help you to identify the root of your problem. Like, what is it that's really holding you back? Why is it that you're not consistent with your food? Because consistency is the key. And that's where most people can't be. But there's a reason. There's a reason why you're not consistent. And that's what you've got to figure out. And that's what we help people figure out. And then we help them because we're working one-to-one. We understand their lifestyle, their family situation, their work situation. We understand all those little cogs, and we can start to give them a toolbox that actually fits them and their lifestyle. Keep pressing that like and that love heart button if you're really enjoying this and you're starting to see why those other approaches have failed you. And we provide a toolbox. Now, we've got really highly qualified professionals who work with us. We've got Tom Bainbridge, who delivers Ben Coomber's BTM Practical Academy. If you've never heard of Ben Coomber, he's got one of the #1 fitness podcasts in the UK. He teaches, or his program teaches nutritionists how to be qualified level 4 nutritionists. Tom Bainbridge delivers into our group to our members. We've got Chloe, who's a food freedom coach, deals with people with eating disorders, disordered eating, people with real kind of emotional eating issues. And she gives weekly talks and big monthly talks where she gives tools, toolboxes, strategies. We have personal trainers, we have nutritionists, we have a lady now, Kai, who is going to be training to be a dietitian. We have people with a vast array of experience, expertise, and every one of our members has access to them every single week. Every single one of our coaches goes live within our group weekly. So we are building this toolbox with different strategies and ideas, and people can take away what they need for their personal journey, as well as working one-to-one with their very own coach. Now, if you're a client, before we get into the next bits, if you're a client, explain to people watching this how important you think the mindset part is, and maybe like if you could explain how you feel that ARC has helped you with your mindset. Now, as I just kind of saw on that last slide, is, you know, we provide a positive supporting environment where we give guidance. Okay, we don't say here's a list of foods, here's what you can eat, can't eat, here's what you should do, here's what you have to do, don't do this, don't do that, because we want to give you autonomy. So we give you guidance. We're here to give you the information and then guide you along your journey. A bit like a Yoda in Star Wars, okay? Like just someone who's guiding the way, or Maui in Moana. Sorry, I've been watching Moana with my daughter. We're there to guide you. We're not there to do it for you, but we're there to make it as simple and easy as possible and step by step. And we're there to help you to understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, why you're getting the results you're getting, so that it's as easy as possible. Now, if you're loving the sound of this, so if you're not currently a client and you're loving the sound of this, just comment and say, sounds amazing. If you're a client and you feel that you've benefited from this mindset stuff, from this pillar 3, again, just let us know in the comments what your experiences have been and how important you feel mindset is. So, as I've talked about before, tonight we've just talked about pillar 3, the rediscover and rewire. So rewiring your mindset, getting rid of those bad habits from diet clubs and previous diets, trying to change your mindset and rediscover the woman that you know you are deep down, but maybe you've lost where you prioritize your career or you prioritize your family or whatever. But without the food freedom part, it doesn't matter, because we can help change your mindset. But actually, if you don't know what to do with the food, you're not going to see the results. And if you don't know how to sustainably do this, like how to build those habits step by step, those sustainable steps, again, it doesn't matter. Without one of those pillars, the whole building falls down. And this is what we try to do with our clients, is build those 3 pillars and try and do it step by step so that it doesn't feel like it's this big, difficult thing. So we're nearly finished, okay? So just bear with me, got a couple more things to go through. But I hope you've really enjoyed tonight. So what I want to say to you is, if you're wondering how do I do this on my own? How do I identify the route like that's causing you not to be consistent? Like, how do you figure that out? Or how maybe stress is your issue. How do I manage my stress? Or maybe time is your issue. How do I manage my time? Emotional eating is your issue. How do I do that? Like, what strategies can I utilize to reduce my cravings, my appetite? How can I change my mindset? Like, how do you do this? If you're wondering how, watch this. Got something new, something really exciting to show you. Drum roll. Hopefully it's going to pop up. Technology's not been my friend this night. It's been a bit slow. If you're wondering how, and you want to be our next client success story, so if you want to be like Sarah, who's been on, or Lorna, or Sam, or Joe next week, if you want to be like one of these women in the pictures around that you've seen in tonight's presentation, comment I'm next. Now, that doesn't mean you've made an obligation to work with us. That doesn't mean that we are going to work together. But what it does mean, it means that you're interested in potentially working with us. You're interested in finding out a little bit more about it, and more specifically, how we can help you. So if you comment I'm next, what I'll do is I'll private message you, we'll start that conversation, and we'll take it from there. If that means that we end up getting on a transformation call, which is typically 30, 45 minutes, what we'll do on those calls is we go in depth into where you're at, where you want to be, and what's really holding you back. And at the end of the call, that transformation call, if we get onto that transformation call, if at the end of that call, I am 100%, or the coach that you're speaking to is 100% confident that we can help you, then we can talk about that. If it's something you're interested in, we can talk about exactly what that looks like, how this would fit you, how we would help you get the results that you want. And if it's not, like if I'm not confident or the coach that speaks to you not confident they can help you, then what we'll do is we'll point you in the right direction. That might be to another coach, to another program. It will probably be back into the group to look at some of the trainings. But either way, we will only suggest working together if it's the right fit for both of us. So if you've loved what you've heard tonight, if you love the sound of the Revive method, if you like, the kind of results that you're seeing that other women are getting, and you want to be next, all you got to do is comment, I'm next. There's no pressure at all, because there's no guarantee we will work together, but it just means we will start that conversation. So I think that's all for tonight. So let me just get rid of that. So I'm going to stick around for a little bit. First of all, if you really enjoyed this evening, if you've got a lot from it, just press that like button, that love heart button. Let me know that you've really enjoyed it, or let me know in the comments. I'm going to stick around for a little bit. This is your opportunity to ask me questions. You can ask me any questions. You can ask me questions about the program. You can ask me about our pillars. You can ask me about pillar 1, pillar 2, pillar 3, what I've talked about tonight. Talk about mindset. I'm here to help you. So I'm going to stick around for a couple of minutes. If there's no questions, then obviously I'll end tonight's call. And thank you very much for turning up. But this is a good opportunity. If you do have any questions, as I said, can be about any of our kind of program or anything you've heard tonight. I know there's a bit of a delay, so I'll just wait a little bit longer. By the way, 3 weeks till I get my haircut. I can't wait. Look better with shaved beard, hopefully. That was getting a bit long, but the hair is massive. It's a bit of a lion's mane. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any questions this evening. So I guess I've explained everything really, really well. I hope you've enjoyed this evening. Thank you to everyone that's turned up. I can see that there's been loads of love hearts being pressed. The like button's been pressed. People been commenting throughout. So thank you ever so much. I really, really appreciate it. It really encourages me to come on live every single Monday, be enthusiastic, share a ton of value, and try and help as much as possible. Now, obviously, I can't give you everything. That's the kind of stuff that we're giving to our private clients, but hopefully I'm giving you an insight and I'm showing you why those other programs have not helped you, or why they failed you rather than you being the failure. Any motivation helps, thanks. No problem at all, Carol. Anyway, have a nice evening, and I'll see you all next week. Got an awesome client success story. Joe's going to be coming live. In fact, she's been watching. Really excited to have her on next week and talk about how she's experienced the program and her results. I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Bye.